Welcome everybody to a new video where we are going to talk about virtual reality versus current consoles, mostly the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Now, before any of these statements are made here, I really do hope that VR takes off. That's something that I hope over all of the things I'm about to say. There are many things about it that just screams greatness to me, but we are still playing the waiting game with this. So let's get right into this video, guys. This is going to be a VR versus Xbox One and PlayStation 4. First thing that I have to say is personally, I think that VR has great potential. There are a few things that people are complaining about right now that don't really make the device a consumer-ready device, but there are still a lot of things that are really cool that stand out, such as the virtual reality aspect. But number one, the biggest thing that I really do hear about VR compared to consoles is the fact that it is ridiculously expensive, okay? Now, sure, you can buy those VR boxes that can hold your phone for around $100. That's true, but the VR head unit that is very technological with the mirrors in them and the ability to plug into your computer is usually between $600 and $800 respectively right now. Not to mention that these highly priced devices still have to be hooked up to a crazy computer rig to work properly. I mean, yeah, you can plug it into a Dell that's 4 years old, but it's not going to work correctly. And something that I really see that consoles offer that VR can't offer at the moment is that you can buy these consoles for $300 to $500-ish, and everything you need to start is in that container, that box. Sometimes it even comes with games. Now, of course, if we're talking about the Oculus, it actually does come with games as well. That is something that is nice to point out too. If we are talking about the Oculus, the fact that it needs such a high-end computer really takes out the common consumer from the market. Now, I personally think that there are a few things that the virtual reality companies could do to improve sales overall once the technology becomes available later on down the road. And one of those things is to contract out with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One to make a, let's say, an Oculus usable on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Now, of course, they can't just say, hey, Xbox, let me plug in this and see if it works, because technically it's not going to work. What they have to do is Xbox and PlayStation would have to actually change their internal settings to be able to function with an Oculus. Now, like I said, I don't think that that technology is available right now, and it's probably not going to be priced correctly if it did happen right now, but later on down the road, I really foresee this actually happening. The Oculus being a accessory to a more mainstream console, rather than having to always plug it into a computer. Right now, I don't think that virtual reality is going to do too well with the way that it's heading right now. The original talk of the Oculus being $350-ish and jumping to $600 when the pre-order times came out just shows that this is really a first-gen gadget, and it is more of a novelty piece right now than an actual gaming device. But right now, the console market isn't going to be too hurt with the Oculus and other virtual reality headsets coming in my opinion. But yeah, of course, as technology improves, virtual reality will drop in price and it will become more mainstream, and at this time, I think is when the actual phenomena of virtual reality is going to take off. It's kind of like when the PlayStation 3 came out. It was ridiculously expensive and everybody knew that it was overpriced, but they still went out and bought it. And as soon as the price started coming down, as technology started to get better, as the console started to get smaller, everybody started purchasing these devices. And it's going to be the same way with virtual reality. But for right now, consoles are going to be the ones that reign supreme, behind PC gaming, of course. And VR is going to be sitting in the back of our minds for a while longer until it becomes more mainstream and affordable. Well, you know what, guys, that is the video today. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Leave me a like, leave a subscription. It really does help me out. Let me know if you got any of the information that you were looking for in this video in the comment section down below. I will see you guys later. Team deathmatch. Without any... Oh, okay. Without any thought.